Hello and welcome to what should be a cracking game between Al Nassr and Al Wasl here from the King Saud University Stadium in Riyadh in the AFC Champions League Elite. Match day 8, just one more round after this. And it has been, as you can see, with both of these sides safely qualified. There is that classic situation where both sides are playing for pride in this one. The King Saud University Stadium in Riyadh. A little 13 degrees there for you, a little bit of light breeze possibility, but it's a cloudless sky above this wonderful wraparound stadium, bedecked in yellow of the home side, Al Nassr. How big is the job on hand for Al Wasl tonight? Well, when you see the lineups, you'll possibly understand. They lost their last game, did the home side, suffering a 2-1 home defeat against Qatar's Al Sadd. So they'll be determined to return to winning ways today and get themselves higher up the table. And one of the players that are playing tonight is very much dedicated to winning everything he ever touches. So he will be trying his hardest as well. Let's say he's played just 4 of the previous 6 match days, scoring 3 goals. Al Wasl are no pushovers either. They've won their league last year, although they're struggling to defend it somewhat this year. But that is because the AFC Champions League Elite group here in the Western Division, they are, well, in fairness, trying to push their way through to the next phase, and obviously one of the phases where they can just drive on a game. The United Arab Emirates have won it as a country twice before, but not with the name of Al Wasl. Interesting to see in the stadium today. Keen eye for your commentator, but there are 3 sets of supporters in the stadium today. And they are as follows: Al Nassr fans, Al Wasl fans, and then those that are literally here to support Cristiano Ronaldo. And interestingly, in my day, it was always a case of whoever won the FA Cup was the kit bag that you took home the following year in your school year. But a lot of people are very much here to see the one and only. As you can see with the Real Madrid shirt there. And there is the man that a lot of people have come to see. And in fairness, why not? Maybe in the twilight years of his career, 39 years of age, but still a force to be reckoned with, playing in the AFC Champions League Elite. Such is the complete and utter domination with Lionel Messi of world football for quite a few years, and a benchmark which a lot of players will strive to try and attain, but will never get within a fraction. Interesting dynamic today. Yes, John Duran, £64 million worth of Aston Villa talent, comes to Al Nassr and starts alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. And he starts with a dynamic of knowing that he was, or left I should say, Aston Villa with a little smokescreen around John Duran of being exceptionally demanding when it comes to playing time, position, and etc, etc. Well, John, you are now in alongside Sadio Mane, Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see how you fit into that egotistical equation, I would say, from here, as the 2 sides make their way out onto the field of play. Everything almost clouds the fact that Al Wasl from the United Arab Emirates are here to compete as well. And wouldn't they just like to spoil what is quite a party atmosphere inside the King Saud University Stadium here in Riyadh. Music fills the air, the flags are waving. It really is quite a spectacle. The sound waves being trapped inside the wraparound stadium. With a lot on his shoulders, they say, young man. Everybody's young to me, but 36-year-old Zaniti in today. And goal for Wasl. Bento and ever present for Nassr. Brozovic, Mane. Some seniority, some quality in Nassr's squad. Stefano Pioli greets his opposite number. Milos Miljevic just have a few words. Pleasantries and slaps. And the big moment. Beautiful moments this for a play. You've had the warm-up, you've sampled the atmosphere, you've had the freedom of kicking the ball around without no pressure on it. Let's have a look at the side. Bento in goal. It's going to be a back four, we predict, of Nawaf, Lajami, Simakan and Al Ghanan. Then we believe it's going to be three in the middle of the park in Angelo Brozovic and Al Hassan, with Sadio Mane and either Ronaldo flanking Giran. It's a very flexible one, just showed on your screen there, like a 4-4-2. Will be a real departure for Stefano Pioli in terms of his lineups recently. But a combination of some talent is quite a lot. Referee today is Ahmad Al-Kaf from Oman, assisted by Abdul Al-Amri and Rashid Al-Gaiti. Fourth official, or the man that waves the board around, I like to call him on the side, Omar Al-Yakubi. They're all from Oman, and monitor man, as I call it, VAR, is Abdullah Jamali from Kuwait. Wasl, well, debut for Zaniti in goal, but pretty much as expected. Solid centre halves in Buftini and Young, and they might need to be on their toes for this one. Sampling the huddles, just moments away here in the King Saud University Stadium. Perfect football weather. Pitch is immaculate. And the size of the task for either side will be definitely exposed in the next few minutes. Who settles first? Penny for his thoughts there, John Durant. Played in games before where I've walked into the Lions' den back in my lowly footballing career. And the steel and resolve to do well. And the unity. It's all about those simple questions, really. Put aside, is this a case of a team unit in Al Wasl? More than a sparkling array of talent on the other side? What's the strength of the Dubai League versus the Saudi League? And we're off. Maybe a little touch straight away. Movement inside. Well, that's an audacious effort, and saw Bento Going backwards. One of the worst things for a keeper is when the ball is swung in and you're not quite sure of your postal positions. Milos Milijevic there, just 42 years of age, from Serbia. He's retired early from his own football career. It's a nice high press, I have to say, right from the start. Simakan with the turn, but he still has his work cut out. A little chip out near side to Nawaf. Well, they'll stroke the ball around you fancy for a while. Brozovic wants to get involved. And ultimately, Al Hassan plays it out to Simakan. Always interesting to cast your eyes down at the lineup, and already there's a 5 across the back for Al Wasl. Simakan with a nice ball through. Duran near side. Nawaf. Mane outside of him receives it. Well, it's easy, tries to force him backward, but some footwork. Brozovic again now. He's going to be your, if you're into your American football, he's going to be the quarterback. He's going to be the key today to try and involve the players. Ronaldo. One lollipop, good cross in. Duran, a target. Well, I'm afraid that judge the pace of the ball there. John Duran was across the face of his forehead before he could get it onto it. Decent whip coat. Cross in there. Stefano Pioli. Troubled manager. Just sees the ball taken away off his toes. That's easy. Not a lot of movement in front of him. Pedro's going to come short, but not a great deal of action for him to try and hit here. Oh, I've got his body in it. Pedro tried to hit, and Mane with the ball with a slight deflection that just runs back and allows Al Nassr to build from the back. Simakan. Now up in space. Mane, Brozovic. Simakan's the option. Al Hassan inside. There's Brozovic, wants to turn, wants to find space. Little tickle to Simakan. Ronaldo. Interesting already that Ronaldo's almost given a free roll. Now off with the ball over the top, but too long and too strong this time for Angelo to get on the end. Wanted to see where the parallels were going to be drawn, but Duran's been given sort of first license, so to speak, to go through the centre. Zanetti throwed it out quite strong, but Wasl will consider themselves a little bit unfortunate that they've ended up giving the ball away. That's one thing they can't afford to do when you're in possibly a fairly responsible place like the King Saud University Stadium. Mane in, over the head of Duran. Zanetti falls on. Near side, Nawaf. There's Ronaldo. He's going to play sort of, I don't want to say it, classic number 10, because I think he'll be allowed to go wherever he can affect the game. Now he's dropping in behind. Simakan. Lovely turn around the corner there. That's a great bit of play. First time effort, always going wide though. Zanetti having a little look. John Duran will certainly like a goal to settle his nerves. Not that he has any given right to do so, but he'll be straining at the leash. Ali Salah tries to get it forward to Pedro. Pedro can't get the ball down. Al Hassan and Noaf just exchange passes. It's a casual pace, one would say, from Al Nassr. So they've got quite a few gears to go. Coming short was Ronaldo, gave the ball away. Strong challenge. We'll see Al Hassan go down, and I have to say our referee Ahmed Al Kap very quick to show the yellow card to Fabio Lima. Not saying it wasn't, but some Formula One cars wouldn't have come out of the pocket as fast as that yellow card did. But in fairness, looking at it from behind, I think that referee is absolutely spot on. Lima literally got there when he could, and it was nowhere near in the correct time for the game. Mane. Noaf. Simicat. Again, they're just trying to sit on the ball and build from the back. Al Nassr. Back here, Nawaf's on the ball. Simicat. Under control. It's been turned around in the middle of the park by Jimenez. Conscious press, but there's quite a big gap between Wasl's front and midfield, and that will lend itself to people dropping in between the lines. Look at Simicat, his right side is centre half. Brozovic is he really will be the playmaker, although this time Lajami, under pressure from Pedro, has to go back. Bento, ever present in the Champions League Elite group stages. Lajami, Simicat. Lifted forward, running in beyond, but that's easily taken by Zanetti. Ali Salah and the line. Well, Pedro with the run, but Simican had more than enough about him to turn that away on the far side. Couldn't keep that ball in play. Abdul Rahman tries to find Pedro. He's got a nice little touch in the middle of the park just to give him a chance to bring the ball back, but pressing here. Ronaldo will put Zanetti under pressure. Zanetti feeding that Young plays it forward. He can't afford to give the ball away in that position. Ronaldo's going to be offside, I think, here. He's going to fire it off the crossbar. Black does go up ultimately. Well, that's a little timely reminder that you can't give the ball away in the middle of your own half. Ronaldo pings the ball off the top of the crossbar. Free kicks, and he will take. Ball over the top, and this time it's Bento that has to take evasive action. little uncomfortable few moments there, but ultimately El-Azizi couldn't control the bouncing ball and has put it away, but Bento there out with a flying punch. Ali Salah, captain, where's the 7? Gentleman with the goal kick. Interesting. Ronaldo again, I think offside to one side, helps it on. Duran won't get into it. Buffini gets it across on the far side and now gets a chance to bring it forward. Gives it away and is well out of position now. Good work, Angelo. Run down a cul-de-sac, finds Mane. Good first touch, bounces away. Excellent clearance by Young. Pedro can't deal with it. Brozovic. Spill pass, looks for Ronaldo. We know about his leaping capabilities, but rather easy this time for El-Azizi to get it forward. Ali Salah will put Lajami under pressure. Well, it's a little bit of guile coming from the side from the United Arab Emirates here. Al-Wasl, Duran, Ronaldo, Mane goes on the overlap but goes the other way. Angelo, can he find the ball into the box? Well, he can, but he's hit the chest of the covering defender. A bad little scoop out there as well. El-Azizi, a little give and go. Didn't really want it back quite so fast, you fancy. Lajami will try and close him down and gives away the throw. Ahmad Al-Kaf looking at Young with the physicality there over Sadio Mane. In the case of our referee, seemed to go to ground a little too easy. Lima. Mad on a yellow card. Sets the ball back. We're early into the game, as you can see from the graphics to the top left. Ali Salah's trying to get in behind Lajami, and Lajami's brought him down. Don't wave a card. You know what happens? Well, Lajami's going to get a yellow card. If the letter of the law is followed, waving a fictitious card in the ad isn't always the thing to do. Lajami with a slip there, obviously. And fell into the back and took his man down. First real threat on the Al Nassr goal. Well, the way this is being lined up, Jimenez is going to drift this into the penalty area, and Bento's going to have to come off his line if he wants to get a big paw on it, you fancy. High line being held on the edge of the 18. Simakan and Pedro, João Pedro coming together. Interesting that they're banking on the line dropping here of Al Nassr. As Jimenez comes in to take this. The movement for the defensive side is to drop as the address to the ball. We've got a possible red card being checked here by VAR. Abdullah Jamali of Kuwait. And a referee, Ahmad Al-Kaf, it's been asked to look at the screen. This does not sound or feel good if you're with Al Nassr. I'm trying to say, is it a possible red card for denying a goal scoring opportunity? I think it's fairly clear to me that Lajami slips and then brings his man down. So I think there's every right for them to look at this. It's Debatable whether it is a goal-scoring opportunity. Ahmed El Kaf has said that it's a yellow card, and that is that. And I think that's fair to say. I think Ajami was in the throes of falling over. Back to the action though, Jimenez. As he addresses the ball, the Al Nassr defence will drop back, and they want to keep one of those grey speckled shirts beyond them if they can. Jimenez delivers, flicked header at the front post. And it was Lima that got his head on it, but never really had any chance to guide it goalwards. Not a bad delivery, got the pace. I tend to think it grazed Lima's head as opposed to him putting his full forehead through it. We're at the 17-minute mark. A couple of cards. As Manto thrashes the ball forward, but not with any accuracy whatsoever there. Abdul Rahman inside. Defensive midfielder being deployed. Lima. Let's see a bit of Young to Abdul Rahman. Pedro, Sidibe. Gets away from his man, but doesn't get away from Simakan. Sidibe. Left a man rolling. I've commentated on quite a few of the games that this referee, Ahmed El Kaf, has refereed, and I find him a very, very good referee. And once again, yes, there is a foul, and that is all there is an infringement. Simakan with the bodily riding, not getting a card for the opposition, because as we all see on reflection and on the replay, it's just a coming together more than an errant boot down the shin. Side of the pitch. Well, Nassr try and build again. Simakan's going to be put under pressure from Ali Salah, who does rather get a little too close for comfort. Yeah, a little nibble. Mane, Nawaf, Brozovic. Pinged it in there somewhat, but now Nawaf drives forward. Second touch was a little heavy. Mane can pick up the pieces with Brozovic supporting. Brozovic, Nawaf, Ajami and Simakan. Ronaldo in. Al Hassan. Going to let Al Wasl get themselves back in position if they continue to play across the front. Duran comes short. That's not a bad ball there to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's going to ping it. Ricochet off the heels of the covering defender. And Lima. Rizzi, Brozovic making it as hard as possible for him to get it down the line. Well, the reaction there of Stefano Pioli may well earn him a little chastisement there from the referee, Ahmed El Kaf. Without a shadow of a doubt, in the replay context, that was a throw to Al Nassr. And I can understand maybe, just maybe, the sudden outburst of adrenaline from Stefano Pioli. Ali Rizzi throws it long. Ali Salah, well dealt with there by Simakan. Ghanam puts it back to Bento, who thrashes it Duran-wise. Good bit of work by Mane, running off him. Duran, can he get the shot off? Great tackle by Young. Al-Ghanam actually has got back. Young makes the first contact here. Abdul Rahman had to get it right. Well, he did get it right. Al-Hassan, Brozovic. This is going to be loaded in, chested down by Ronaldo. Sidibe will come away with it. Hasn't got a lot of options to his left or his right. But manages to pick out Lima. Lima with a nice ball into Jimenez. Jimenez to Sidibe. Gives it to Lima. Rizzi got a chance to go down the line now. Swings it in first time. Almost a little half chance there. Almost a little glimpse there. Well, you can look at the array of talent. I don't really want to go down the rules of array of talent against a team unit ethic, but that is what we're going to face here today. Wasl really decent. Cross is about to go in by Al-Ghanam. Ronaldo sits down. Yes, he maybe did get a little bump inside the penalty area, but whether he had or whether he hadn't, I don't think we'd have got to that cross. That was had a bit too much legs on it. Had the wrong club out of the golf bag there as he approached the green. Al-Ghanam. Well, midway through this first half, we've yet to see either keeper really have their palms stung. Joe Pedro. Najami tidies up. Nawaf will got a lot of space to run into. Elects not to go into it. Interesting that so far I've not seen Nawaf really feed Mane to have a go. Although Sadio Mane now at 32 years old. Maybe will be in the stage of his career where he wants to come alive in the final third, not from midway inside the opposition's half. Simikan, Nawaf. Again, Mane waiting for the ball there. Excellent defensive work by Al-Azizi and Lima. Lima with the flick, and they've got away with it. Ali Salah, I said they got away with it. I think he put it out of play. Ali Salah across the face of Lajami, headed down by Simikan. Brozovic. Nice ball forward. Al-Hassan back to Brozovic. Ronaldo, Brozovic. Al-Hassan back to Lajami and across to Simikan. Some quality football being played, but Wasl will be happy that it's fairly harmless. Simikan. Laid back by Ronaldo. Brozovic got options outside of him. Give and go. Brozovic, is he going to just dink it in? No, it's back to Simikan. Man on the ball. Young blocked it. Sidibe cleared it. Lima gave the ball away, and back come Al Nassr. Sadio Mane now with a chance to turn and face his fullback for the first time. Ali Zizi. Nawaf. Brozovic. Nawaf again. Looking for Mane to take on Ali Zizi. Got to the dead ball line to find the cross. He stood it up nicely. Headed away by Buftini. Glad to do it again. This time Buftini with the up and under more than away. But if I can be perfectly honest, was Al Nassr drive forward here. And a real firing goal. And what a goal indeed it is. Al-Hassan, given the chance to give it a thrash from 28 yards, has absolutely buried it into Zenit's bottom right-hand corner. And I was just moments away from saying that Al-Wasl have kept it pretty much at arm's length. Well, that wasn't long enough here, because Al-Hassan, right across the face of the keeper, Zenit, into the bottom corner. And that, well, most managers will tell you, keep them shooting from well outside the penalty area, you're doing well. Well, not when the accuracy is as good as that. Al Hassan enjoyed that. He has ripped one in there, and Al Nassr take the lead. Will that just take away a little bit of tension out of the shoulders of the home side, Al Nassr? Well, it should do, and that young man will want to shoot from there every time he sees the ball, but he'll have to keep his head on and play the way he should be. Well, Al Wasl somewhat stung by a bolt from the blue, I would say, because they've been dealing pretty well with everything. Good work on the far side by Al Ghanam, but the challenge comes in. Abdul Rahman finally getting a sliding challenge in. One thing that Al Wasl have got to be careful of is giving the ball away in dangerous areas. I didn't really press that shot from Al Hassan. Al Ghanam with a cross, two! Oh, I say two, but Lajami got his header down. Zanichi with a wonderful save down to his left-hand side. I was just waiting for that to go through the body of the keeper, but I think he's done a marvellous save there. And all of a sudden there's a bit of a wobble on inside this 90 minutes for Al Wasl. They need to get their foot on the ball. Milojevic will be saying to his side, keep it tight. That really is a fine save. Lajami popping up in the 6-yard box of the opposition. Al Hassan back to Lajami. Bento with the launch away from his goal. Jimenez loses out in the middle of the park. And almost setting away Cristiano Ronaldo. I think one of the days when he would have been asked to chase that. Well, it's a fine goal that opens the account here. A real rifling shot from fully 25 yards by Al Hassan. Into the bottom corner across the face of Zanichi. Accuracy was all important. Angelo trying to get it through to Duran. Pieces picked up. That's a loose pass there by the goal scorer. And then João Pedro. Options in front of him. Ali Salah. Crossfield ball looks for Lima. Nice control. Sadibi makes a run through the inside, but Jimenez with the crossfield pass. Ali Salah. Abdul Rahman will get the chance to put the ball in. Does so. João Pedro the target. Bento with a poor clearance. Twice Bento has not looked happy when he's come away from his goal line. But he's done the work and he's got the ball away. But Al Wasl come forward again. And I just wonder, that's the second deep cross that has gone in towards Bento. I just wonder if there's been a word said about Bento's starting position for some of these deep crosses. If he's off his line a touch, if he can be forced to run backwards with the ball dropping over his head, always makes it very difficult for keepers. But Bento, for me, in this first opening 30 minutes, a couple of times not happy once he's been forced to come off his line for crosses. Certainly doesn't like that, and does have a good starting position. But back to the game. That's me purely telling you what I've seen in his first 30 minutes. Brozovic, Simakan. Driving forward, Simakan likes to run forward as well. Al Ghanam, Simakan. Angelo turns, slips it in. Duran wide of goal. Can he finish across the face of goal? Slices it. And away it goes behind. Salah beaten to the ball across there by Simakan. Mohamed Simakan certainly involved in a lot of the football for Al Nassr. Pedro runs into the aforementioned Mohamed Simakan. Perfect at the moment. Last 11 minutes have seen a goal. Well, last 6 minutes have seen a goal, and just what Al Wasl really needs to do. Ali Salah's about 3 yards offside, and here we go. We know it's offside. He's going to roll it back. João Pedro's there. Simakan cuts it out, and the flag goes up. At what point there did Simakan dive in? Bento dive out. João Pedro go in, and we end up with 3 injuries with a clear offside. Until somebody decides or sees an injury that could be completely sort of unforced, I don't think we're going to find that rule changing too much, but it does somewhat worry me when it is such a clear offside. Playing on does risk the risk of an injury to somebody. Ronaldo inside to Brozovic. Angelo wandering all over the field of play, does well there, turns, slips it through. I think Ronaldo's offside again here. Zanetti will get that, and the flag does duly go up on the far side. If there's one trait I do love about Cristiano Ronaldo, I would say inside his head, and I am just assuming, or presuming, whichever one you want to go for, based on my own ability, and that's not great, but if I was a goal scorer, which I was in my heyday, if there was a goal score for my side and I hadn't got it, I was quite upset and I wanted to get one. And that is something that I think you see in Cristiano Ronaldo as Angelo tries to slip the ball through. He'll be disappointed that Al Nassr are leading Al Wasl by 1-0 and he hasn't scored it. He'll be happy that they're in front, but he always wants to score the goal. Crossfield ball. Left this time for João Pedro. Outside of him, Abdul Rahman. João Pedro with a shot, deflection on it, off a Simakan. First corner goes the way of Al Wasl. Looking at the form lines between the two sides. Al-Sad arrived here and beat Al Nassr. It was a 1-1 draw with Al Wasl versus Al-Sad in the previous games. Jimenez with the corner. Underneath the crossbar. Simakan with the header away. Shot goes back in from the corner taker Jimenez. Always well watched wide by Bento. Speculative. An interesting comparable, the Al-Sad game. It was a 1-1 draw for Al Wasl at home against Al-Sad, so Sidibe, João Pedro behind Al-Gharam on the far side. João Pedro, right foot. Simakan with the block, and Brozovic, you can see down there, he's looking around. It's too easy for Al Wasl at the moment to get in towards the Al Nassr penalty area. Set pieces, a big part of the game. It's going to be Lima this time to put the corner in. Lima away from goal. Simakan gets a little brush on the head. Nawaf with the clearance. Abdul Rahman to Jimenez. Jimenez down the line, tries to find Ali Zizi. Ali Salah. Ali Zizi plays it in. Simakan will read that. No grey shirt Simakan puts a long ball forward. Strength by Sadio Mane, but he's shrugged off one, but couldn't get away from the close attentions of the Al Wasl player, Jimenez. Ronaldo. Angelo. Again, arm back to Ronaldo. Brozovic peeled away to give space, but Simakan will now find Brozovic. Well, it's not to go square to Lajami, but now he does. Now off on this near side. Lajami will go back to Bento. Seen a few shots of Milos Milijevic on the bench. His playing career was curtailed by an injury in Iceland as well. And now Sidibe, Lima, Ali Salah. Where is the right back gone? Simakan's got to hold him up. Well, he holds him up. And Ali Salah took every opportunity to feel the palms of the hands of Mohamed Simakan in the chest and fall over. That's how I saw it. I'm pretty sure that it's very much how our referee Ahmed Al-Kaf saw it too. There's a few concerns, a few worrying signs here, I think, for Al Nassr. Got their noses in front, possibly with a bolt from the blue. A lot of possession. Ronaldo to Nawaf. Nawaf down the line to Mane. Mane gets it inside. Al-Azizi will deal with it, but El-Kaf has seen a foul. Ronaldo tries to find Angelo. Good tackle by Ali Salah. Lajami finds Brozovic. Brozovic wants options, and the option is Simakan. Simakan steps into the space, lovely. Al-Ghanam, can he get the cross in? Ronaldo sees it taken away from him by Young's forehead. Sidibe. You know, Al Wasl are going to cause Al Nassr problems today. No, I say that would be 18-0 by the end of the game, but the cross goes in by Ali Salah. Lajami gets it back to the crosser. Lima. Sidibe. Abdul Rahman. Jimenez. Abdul Rahman. And given away, or taken away. And I would absolutely agree and concur with everything. Jimenez gets a yellow card. But I don't think that Ahmed Al-Kaf endeared himself in point of fact with the whistle. I know why he's done it. It's looked as though as soon as the player went over to see how the goal scorer Al Hassan was, because he went down and it looked as though he was injured. As soon as the opposition player goes back to say, I'm sorry about that, how are you? I think the referee was quite rightly concerned with the goal scorer's ankle and stopped the game. But I can't talk to the 25,000+ fans in here with yellow shirts and yellow flags to say exactly what I think has just happened. Jimenez again with a stamp on the ankle. I'm slightly concerned that they are looking at a lot of these are sort of trying to get there and just the other person being far quicker. I don't think there's any malicious intent, and the red card has been checked and turned down in its efforts. Angelo. Al-Ghanam. Angelo to the right back. Al Hassan. Brozovic. And again the ball given away at the wrong time. Ball over the top this time by Jimenez, not good enough, and Simakan, the man, in the way again. Al Hassan, Nawaf, Ronaldo urging his side to drive forward. Mane, Nawaf sees the ball go to Al Hassan, and now he gets it himself. Brozovic, Jami. Oh, got a bit of space, but Al Hassan, Sidibe turns him round. Nawaf will just send it back. Trying to work out why things, well, I won't say breaking down because they're retaining possession, Al Nassr, but it's not fluid. Angelo, Ronaldo, right foot. Al Ghanam, can he get the cross in? Measures it, deep, Mane's up, heads it down, real chance here, shot goes in, great block. Buffettini, Angelo with a shot, claiming a handball in there now. Well, it's headed onto his arm from behind him. Well, it's easy. Would he have known anything about that? Could he do anything about that? It's headed from a yard onto the back of his arm, which is away from the side of his body, which I understand. But did he know anything about it? Answers on a postcard, really, or on Twitter, X, or whatever social media platform you use, because he would not have known anything about that. And in fairness, it fell to the feet of Al Nassr player. Duran's miles offside there. Not now, though. It's going to be a harsh one, I think, if it's given, but I can see why it's given. And a penalty has been given. And Ali Zizi penalised. And I wonder who's going to take this penalty. I wonder if Mr. Ronaldo is going to step up. Zanetti has to face the might of number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. The letter of the law was implied, but I do wonder. 44 on the clock, almost into the last minute of the first half. Zanetti versus Ronaldo. Sends Zanetti the wrong way. Ronaldo puts it in the back of the net. And a celebration that we've hardly ever seen before from a man that scored nothing short of about 33,465 goals, including training matches and 5-a-sides, that we've never seen. Scores again, Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti off to his left. He doesn't miss those opportunities. Al Nassr take. Well, you saw that like I did. What a fist clench that was. The excitement tantamount there in that box. But irrespective, it's Al Nassr 2. Wasl 0. And Cristiano Ronaldo has satisfied his insatiable appetite for a goal. Well, Wasl find themselves 2 down. Possibly they might find themselves a little bit like licking their wounds here, because the first was a bolt out of the blue on 25 from Al Hassan. Fine shot from distance when it really was, as I say, a bolt from the blue, and the penalty there. Debatable in my eyes, but against the laws of the game, the arm was away from the body. So in fact, I couldn't see it, but you know, the ball from behind. was another story. We've got 4 additional minutes to add on here. And Wasl find themselves a goal to try and get themselves back in. Young tries to get it down the line, but Duran, Mane's option to his left is young Ronaldo, who receives it now and takes on Ali Rizzi. Goes inside, he's away, sniffs goal, wants a foul, not gonna, he does get a foul. Steps inside of Ali Rizzi. There's definitely a foul there, without a shadow of a doubt, but then this touch is too heavy. Well, Zaniti watches Brozovic and co try and manufacture another chance on his goal away. Angelo leaves it to Brozovic, headed on by Simakan. Finally smashed away by Abdul Rahman. Side of the pitch, it's put away for a throw to Wasl. Jami, well, is that making a back? The answer to that is no. We're into the third of a minimum of 4 minutes here. João Pedro brings the ball down, and in doing so at the back. In summary of the first half, it's been a little bit difficult to pin down, really. Lima with the free kick. Well, it's into the back of the net by Young, but the flag's going to go up for offside. But I will just say, Al Nassr, look how simple that delivery was. Well, clearly offside. Jimenez, Young, and everybody else, but without casting aspersions again. Bento's position as that head has gone into the back of the net is off his line, but nowhere near taking the cross either. Just something for you to keep an eye on when watching the man between the sticks for Al Nassr. Brozovic, Lajami, sending it back to Bento. Bento fires it up, Ronaldo with the chest over the head of Brozovic, but Nawaf gets it to Brozovic. Duran, Ronaldo. Angelo, the man that's been sparkling, but as the half-time whistle goes, the scoreline reflects possibly what we would have thought at the start of the game. Al Nassr 2, Al Wasl 0. And we've been treated to a very, very level game until 25 minutes when that man Al Hassan rifled one in, a bolt out of the blue from 25 yards to give the upper hand to Al Nassr. And then a penalty which some would say was a little bit controversial, but to the laws of the game was right, dispatched by Cristiano Ronaldo. At the break here at the King Saud University Stadium, Al Nassr 2, Al Wasl 0. Hello and welcome back as the home side, leading by 2-0, make their way out with a cushion of a 2-goal lead. Fine strike from Al Hassan on 25 minutes from at least 25 yards out. It's absolutely ripped into the bottom right-hand corner of Saniti's net. And then a penalty from none other than Cristiano Ronaldo on the stroke of half-time has given the home side a cushion of a 2-goal lead. Wasl make their way out, and in fairness, they'll look at that 2-goal lead and wonder exactly why it's there, because it was a ball out of the blue with Al Hassan scoring. And the penalty they may feel a little hard done by. Well, we have Majid Ibrahim Salim Sahrour coming on, and he is going to replace the unfortunate Al Azizi, who found himself the wrong end of the penalty decision. If you've ever played the game, you'll feel for him. Yes, his arm was away from his body, but when somebody heads it down from behind you, it's difficult to get your arm out the way. Simakan. Offside flag up, fairly easy. Just edged himself past Abdul Rahman. Sahrour. Abdul Rahman, Sahrour. Interestingly looking forward. Lima. Sidibe. Abdul Rahman inside of him. Well, he's given it a thump. You could see that, I could see that. And Bento could see it sail harmlessly wide of his left-hand post. A little suggestion to Abdul Rahman as he makes his way back. Don't have a glance across to Milos Milijevic, because he won't be expecting his left back to drive forward into that hole and then take a shot. Brozovic, Simakan. Both sides have qualified for the knockout phase, which is well and good. Sahrour just taking it out of play. Stefano Pioli very quickly with his arms aloft. Angelo. Lajami with time and space. No opportunity to go forward. Crossfield ball, Lajami looking for the run on this near side of Sultan Al Garam, but it's going to beat everybody away. The game is sort of meandered, really, punctuated by those, as I say, the ball out of the blue from the boot of Al Hassan on 25. That really was a fine strike. And then the game took a real blow to the solar plexus of Al Wasl on 45 when the penalty award came. always an awkward time to concede a goal just on the stroke of half-time. Lima looking for the run down this near side. A tap on the ankles. And over goes Abdul Rahman. Party atmosphere still inside the King Saud University Stadium. Jimenez to deliver. Need to find a way back into the game. Wasl. That's a deep one. Again, Bento preferring just to use two palms to get it away. I thought it was easy to catch. Drilled ball in. Bento this time accepting the pace on the ball into his gloves quite tamely. Lima level up on this near side. Abdul Rahman caught in two minds, which is easy for Nawaf to come away with the football. Jimenez with the toe in. Sador, Sidibe. Lima. João Pedro was the obvious ball down the line. Uftini. Lima, Jimenez, João Pedro. Sultan into the box and rather tamely by Ali Salah. Sador. Is it taken away from him by Sadio Mane, who looks at our referee today, Ahmad Al-Kaf. Says exactly what was wrong with that. Management now for his side, Stefano Pioli. Jimenez, João Pedro the target, too long. Excellent unfurling of a banner. At the moment, the two-goal cushion and the prospect of a resurgent Al-Wasl. As we glance into the banner, Simakan trying to get away from João Pedro. Good strong run. Sador lent into the back of Simakan now. Abdul Rahman back to Alexis. Alexis into Sidibe. Sador round the corner. Jimenez. Ali Salah. Chance here to get onto the football. Forced wide by Nawaf, and Nawaf gets the sliding challenge in and retains his defensive duties well. Little tweak at the moment. Al-Wasl, but a set piece gives them the opportunity to threaten the goal of Bento, who, in the eyes of the Serbian coach Milos Milijevic, will know that too comfortable in claiming an aerial ball in his penalty area. Jimenez to whip this in. Big header away from Ronaldo. Alexis square. Lima. better goal. Lima gets the ball back from Young. First time fizz in there by Soro. But with the patter cake save, dropped it off the palms, took the sting out of it, and knew there was nobody encroaching on him. Together, Najami, Brozovic, Ronaldo. Well, that's two very senior players there that have managed to put the ball straight out of play. Ronaldo with the ball back to Brozovic, I didn't think was more lazy than anything else, which can be a problem. Lovely run in here by Jimenez. Well, a little glimpse. Simikan had to go across, narrowed the angle, made it difficult for the 31. The atmosphere inside the King Saud University Stadium could change, mark my words, with a goal for the visitors. Angelo, Brozovic, Arganam, Ramon with the block. Penny for the two thoughts of the coaches there. Pioli will want his side, you fancy, just to be a bit more respectful of where they are in the game. They may be 2 goals to the good, but some of the play is, I won't say lazy, but it's as though there's no pressure on the home side to really put it together a head of steam and just put the game to bed. Whereas you fancy the Serbian coach, the 42-year-old Milos Milojevic, knows that they have a home side that are coasting, feet off the pedals, we could say. Hassan, Simikan. And again the ball through. Duran gets there. Strong challenge this time through the back by Young. And just getting the sense that the crowd too are in more for enjoyment than the game at the moment. There are 11 stars on the field of play in yellow. A 2 to the good. But the atmosphere could change from the party atmosphere that we've currently experienced. Al Hassan, Al Ghanam, thrown back by Al Wasl. Abdul Rahman tries to go around the corner, but Soro finds himself the recipient of a little bit of aluminium studdage as he received that ball. Chance again, Lima. Ali Salah cuts back inside, gets away from Brozovic, but Lajami with the toe away to Mane. Ronaldo, faced by Buffettini. And that is just, it's not for me to say. He's been an exponent of football all around the world. He has been absolutely brilliant and still retains his position as a Portuguese international. But when I say about feet off the pedals, that pass from Ronaldo there sort of somewhat shows the lackadaisical approach at the moment of Al Nassr with his 2-goal lead. Sidibe, Soro, Lima, opportunity to come out to Abdul Rahman. Sidibe, will he pull the trigger? Soro has already had a thrash from distance. He might have another one. No, Jimenez gets involved. Young, Buffettini. I wonder if there's a little lack of belief sometime from Wasl when they've got into the final third. It's been relatively easy there for Al Nassr to turn them around. Buffettini and Sidibe. Young. Ali Salah doesn't win it. Toe goes in, and captain there. Oh, word, no, I've got a little knock to the hip there. He's okay to take the throw. Bento. Brozovic runs into trouble. Soro's a little too hands-on. Accepted the ball well. Soro dived in a little too early. Easy decision. Al-Ghanam. Al-Hassan scored that wonderful goal out of nothing, really. Rifling it in low into Zenit's goal in 25 minutes. Nawaf. Ronaldo. Mane. A little push on the back there from Sidibe. Mane thinks it should be a free kick. Mane. Now off with the throw. Helped on by Duran, shouldered forward by Ronaldo. Mane with a header to Nawaf. Trapped over there by Buffettini. Back it goes to Cristiano Ronaldo, who... Well, I just think Al Nassr have got to just recalibrate their mindset here. And I think the only way that's likely to happen is if Al Wasl pull a goal back. And then it'll be a case of can they pick up the threads, because they've given us a little bit of a performance here. A little bit sleepy, a little dozy. Simakan. Al-Ghanam. Al-Hassan. And again, smites into the body of Lima, gets it back. It's a second opportunity, but that was the right idea, but the wrong pass accuracy was a little mind-boggling. Put a long ball over the top. Buffettini with the easy header down. Soro ran the corner to Sidibe. Heads it on. Ali Salah. João Pedro. Lajami goes with him. João Pedro holds him off. Ali Salah drives forward now. Skips past Lajami. Can he find the cross? It's another bad ball in. Headed away on this near side by Al-Ghanam. Al-Hassan with the quick footwork. And Alexis with a strong challenge. Managers will often tell you that they learn about the character of their side when situations like this crop up, and for myself, if I was a coach and I was Stefano Pioli, I would be urging my side to, play within themselves, yes, but certainly be a little bit more circumspect when it comes to picking the right pass and placing the right pass. Okay, they've given the ball away. Jimenez, João Pedro, Abdul Rahman. Alexis into the feet. Sidibe, Jimenez. Nicely worked here. Lima to Ali Salah. Sidibe makes a run through the inside channel. Lima. Abdul Rahman and João Pedro again. There's a little bit of a reluctance to really find it. And it's the attacking midfielder Angelo that comes away with the ball and wins the foul. Well, yeah, it is a free kick, and I don't think anybody disputes that. It's a little bit more consternation on the face of Stefano Pioli. The prize for Stefano Pioli's side would be to go further than they've ever been in the competition, which is into the final and to win it. Having done a lot of Champions League Elite qualifiers, they have a way to go based on this second half showing for now, and it may only just be a cautionary tale from your commentator. Ajami, Al-Hassan, Mane, Nawaf with the underlapping run. Salibi gets a toe in, it's got to be a corner. Correct me if I'm wrong, it's possibly the first corner of the match for Nassr. Simican down on the floor. Stamping on any issues, but Jimenez and Simican resume cuddles Brozovic with the short ball. Deep cross in, Ronaldo gets it down, taken off his toes rather effectively by Buffettini. Ronaldo with a layoff, Sorol gets a toe in. Well, Al-Nassr in the half of their visitors and trying to finish the game. Topkov the bed covers on this tie against Wasl. Good work there by Saribi, gets it down and plays it near side. João Pedro, time and space to run forward. Needs to draw the fullback Alganan towards him. The run from Abdul Rahman was a little inside to out. Lima, João Pedro, Ali Salah. Can he get to the dead ball line? Well, it's played off the legs of Nawaf. Going to be a corner. Is this to be a rude awakening? Lima with the corner. Lima calls it in, and again it's punched away by Bento. And a loose pass by Angelo this time allows Al Wasl to win the ball back by Sadibi. And a promising break breaks down. Jimenez outside of the boot. Well, there's a holding of the face. Brozovic, Nawaf and co not happy with the referee's assistance on the far side. Well, Rodrigo. João Pedro is about to be removed, to be replaced by Canedo. Had very little to look at, in fairness. Schalke. Ronaldo will come on. What a shift in. A free kick now. Him it is to mastermind a ball into the box of Al Nassr. Led away on this near side by Al-Kanam. I must admit that the closing down of the cross from the man that was in the one-man wall, it's awfully close to being closer to the ball than the post that actually took it. Abdulrahman to Alexis. Soro sweeps it back to Young. Young with a crossfield ball. Abdulrahman can't quite bring it down. Gone from a 4 to a 3 at the back now. Wasl trying to get their wing backs further forward. Brozovic with the ball away to nothing. Ronaldo's beaten to the ball a second time. Whoa, how close was that? Was Ronaldo getting the toe on Simakan? Mane's first touch is incredibly heavy. Lima back to Ali Salah. Clipped in, just a little too long this time. Schalke. Lovely crossfield ball again. Or the looking of the ball from Brozovic for Mane. Overhit. Wherever you're sat watching this, possibly wondering what your commentator's on about, but I just sit here in a totally neutral perspective, and I'm looking at a game here where there's a real sense that Al Nassr, from their cushioned position of 2-0 up, can find themselves suddenly having a little panic and having to find themselves to upper gear, which is not always the easiest thing to do when you've played well within yourself for a lengthy proportion of the game. Alexis, Jimenez, Soro, Abdulrahman cuts inside. Jimenez to Sidibe. Lovely flick, but nobody reading it there from Lima. Little box of tricks, isn't he, Fabio Lima? Bento with the clearance away, Soro with the header down. Simakan, Ronaldo. Angelo, Ronaldo, Al Hassan. The changes lined up. Al Sulaim looks like he's about to come on. Maybe a hungrier substitute might just inject the required interest in the rest of the game from the Al Nassr side. Yes, both sides have qualified, but there has been some play from the boys in the yellow shirts, as far as I'm concerned, that has been a little lackadaisical, to say the least. Again, the ball is turned over. Sidibe's got time to run at. Well, he's given Ali Salah a lot to do, which he couldn't do. Although there was a nervous glance there by Nawaf at the man on the side. Well, Al Sulaim is one that is coming on, and Nawaf's adventure of the evening is over, and Angelo too going off. Salem will go across to left back in replace of Nawaf. And Al Sulaim will come on this near side. Possibly one of the plus points for me was Angelo with his first half performance, but Stefano Pioli deciding that a degree of intent needs to come in. Duran. So, from Aston Villa only recently, loose ball. Alexis managing to play it against the legs of Cristiano Ronaldo. Abdul Rahman. Well, Canedo and Simakan battle, but Canedo backing into Simakan, who just backed off himself, saw the man fall over. Najami back to Bento. And Bento straight down the throat of Soror. Soror forward, gets it back there from Jimenez. Jimenez to Lima. Lima away from Brozovic and then straight into the face of Al Salayem. Sidibe, left foot. Well, he's giving it a rattle. Never really threatening Bento's goal. The job is to your feeling of the pictures you're watching. Be very akin to, if you are a fan of Al Nassr or Al Wasl, you'll be akin to seeing what's going on there. And possibly won't want to hear me talking too much about it, but I just sense in the game that this could have a little moment where Al Nassr's comfortable position is under threat from their own ability to really pick off the passes and retain possession. Salah a little too hands on there. Ali Salah going over. That's a little ambitious. Al-Ghanam. Duran turns. Can he find his opening one? Finds Mane. Mane in. And it deflects off a defender and away for a corner. Flag is up for offside anyway. Sadio Mane gone a little early. Sidibe, Alexis, Abdul Rahman. Round the corner from Soror. Simakan gets there first for Canedo. Tidies up nicely. Mohamed Simakan isn't one I could accuse of going through the motions. I think he's been very much as any defender would be. I want that clean sheet against my defensive name. Brozovic, Simakan, back to Brozovic again. Hassan. And on the far side to Salam. Mane's in behind. Can he find the right ball? Chance for Ronaldo, and it's in for three. Well, Al Wasl, you've got to be incredibly careful, because between you and me, the number 7 for Al Nassr has scored a fair few goals. He leaps like a salmon too, and his heading ability is testament to the amount of goals he scored. Mane got him behind. Freedom of the Al Wasl penalty area. And Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to turn that one down. He could be 48 and still score that one, because he's got the isolation. And that is everything that Stefano Pioli wants. And that, you know, has wrapped up the game. Ronaldo with his second. But please, somebody tell your commentator how you can afford to take your eyes off of a man that has scored so many goals and leave him with space all around him. 3-0. 2 for Ronaldo, 1 from the spot, and 1 from the spot on his forehead. The game, you know, is up. Lima. Carries it a long way. Ali Salah done really well. Can he pull it back? He can. Blocked by Lajami. It'll be disappointing for the side from the United Arab Emirates. Lima thumps it with real strength. That was the killer goal. Your commentator was sensing that Nassr were being a little lackadaisical in their approach to the second half, but with just over 10 minutes of regulation play, they got the goal that took Wasl, fluffed their pillows up, slipped them under the covers and tucked them in. That game really has sailed now for Wasl with that Ronaldo header. A little moment of quality. Jimenez to Sidibe. Although you do have to question the degree of space that was afforded to Cristiano Ronaldo inside the penalty area of Wasl for that cross from Mane. Ronaldo hits the deck after an arm on the shoulder. There are to be some more changes. And Cristiano Ronaldo will not be picking up a match ball. He is going to be replaced. Goes off to applause. Not a bead of perspiration on his forehead either. With a beautiful cross and soaring somewhat to head the ball into the back of the net just moments ago on 78. Garib and Fatil coming on. Well, consolation for Wasl somewhere. Impressive Simakan. It's a little set down to be replaced by Mohamed Al Fatil. Up to round the corner, real chance here. Will the flag go up on the far side? But Garib sprinting forward, got options. Duran would love to seal his first game here with a goal. Doesn't really make the connection, which sees Abdulrahman clear the ball. A lovely body swerve. Shot by Duran. After the first half penalty, that's worth a shout. Ghanem with a cross in. And on the far side of the field, Garib will retain possession. More intensity with the substitutes. Brozovic. Al Ghanem. Al Hassan. Jimenez, a nice feat to pick the pocket somewhat of Al Hassan. Well, I'm going to say it, the arm was away from the body. Reaction time was zilch. But he was facing the ball as well. Consistency is the byword for every decision in football. Ronaldo tries to spin away, but can't get away from Lajami. Brozovic. And the toe poke back finds Al-Salayem. Al-Salayem with a chance to feed the ball out near side. Al-Fatil, Brozovic. Sadio Mane now patrolling down the right-hand side, Karim down the left-hand side, John Duran still through the centre for Al Nassr. This is all about anything's a bonus from here on in. It's been easily hard, you'd have to say, for the home side today. Sounds a ridiculous statement to make. Very much in the category of seriously funny. They haven't had to work incredibly hard, Al Nassr, for this victory in your commentator's mind, but at times it's looked like real heavy weather. Al Hassan's 25-minute bolt out of the blue set the tone for the game. Ronaldo's penalty on stroke of half-time maybe just left Al Nassr in the land of comfort far too much at the start of the second half, when quite a lot of lackadaisical play gave hope that Al Wasl could find a goal and maybe change the whole mood inside the King Saud University Stadium. But on 78, a lovely bit of work, fine bit of play, and a Mane cross headed in by Cristiano Ronaldo, who, belying the fact that he scored a lot of goals all around the world, was allowed the freedom to come soaring in and head the ball past Zeniti for 3 and kill the game right off. Chance here for Mane. Mane dancing his way in. Alexis gets it out of play for a corner. Four regulation minutes to go. Al Nassr 3, Al Wasl 0. Mane with a cross in again. Heads away there by Buftini. Karim. He's done well to get himself wriggling free. Tries to play it across the face of goal. And away for another corner. Brozovic will go on the far side to swing this corner in. The referee has been asked to look across to the touchline. Brozovic is taking his time, gives a little wave to the crowd. You know what the delay is at the moment. A little bit perplexed here. Ahmed Al-Khalf will allow Brozovic now to whip this corner in, right-footed, and will put Zeniti's goal under threat. Brozovic with the delivery, and it's 4-0, and the substitute Al-Fatil has caressed it into the back of the net, and now a scoreline that shows the superiority of the star-studded lineup from Al Nassr. But it's never been a 4-0 performance. Run in, lovely run off, head up, Zeniti. Again, Young, the man that's looking at the back of Al-Fatil's number. Is it his man? Well, you have to look at it now and think it was all pretty academic. Some people will call it routine. It doesn't actually explain the 89 minutes that have passed. Maybe it was just a wee bit too comfortable for Al Nassr from the start. Goal scorer Ali Hassan goes off to be replaced. Captain Ali Salah goes off as well. Ayman will come on to replace Al Hassan. A little bit of AFC Champions League Elite football now for the substitutes. And Abdul Rahman off as well. Rodrigo and Almeri come on. Well, the scoreline is the only part of this match that will be indelibly written down in ink in the statistical record books. It won't tell the whole story, but it'll tell the correct story. Al Nassr 4, Al Wasl 0, and the victors being Al Nassr by a reasonable margin. Salayem there with his ball back to Al Ghanam, out of play. Now wait to see how many minutes are to be added on at the end of the 90. Just 3 additional minutes. Canedo has it taken off his toes. Salayem picks up Mane. Ghanam will go back to Bento. Both sides have qualified for the final phases, or the knockout phase, one should say. But no side wants to lose 4-0. Most sides would love to win 4-0. Garib sprinting away. Dynamo on the far side. Soro holds him up for a period of time. A party atmosphere inside the ground as we've got to see for the first time Al Nassr, John Duran, £65 million worth of talent that's come across from Aston Villa. Thrown in after a few days at the top of the park, but it doesn't have to do too much. It was the old hands, the old man, Ronaldo, that will steer the Thunder with a couple of goals yet again. Ajami, Brozovic, Al Ghanam. Case of just seeing out the time now. Garib, Soro goes to shut him down. Garib shows too much of it. Sadibi. The greatest ball around the corner. Ahmed Al Kaf of Oman's had a good game in the middle of the park. The referee kept control and lid on things. What has ultimately looked like a routine scoreline from the side from Saudi Arabia. Al Nassr, as the whistle goes. Well, Wasl brushed aside. It was a lightning bolt on 25 from Al Hassan from 25 yards that opened the scoring. When I say a lightning bolt, it was a thrash from low into the bottom corner when the game seemed to be sort of meandering somewhat. Nobody really taking the ascendancy. And then just on the stroke of half-time, Al Nassr got a penalty which was dispatched by Cristiano Ronaldo. Second half was more about the lackadaisical approach, we could say, of Al Nassr with a 2-goal lead. Wasl knew if they could get one, it might change things, but Ronaldo headed in a wonderful cross from Mane on 78 before Fatil put a Brozovic corner away on 88 for 4-0. Here at the King Saud University Stadium in Riyadh, it has finished. Al Nassr 4, Al Wasl 0.